now going to talk about the requirement of site and layout, DCPR 19, 23, and 27. We'll first talk about the public street and means of access and what is the impact of that on the height, the total height of the building. So if you have a 9-meter road abutting your plot, the building height can be up to 70 meters. For 12 meters, it would go to, you shall be allowed for development of 70 to 120 meters, and for 18 meters, there's no limit. It could go above 120 meters. For special and assembly buildings, you need to have minimum a 12-meter road for a development of up to 32 meters, and 18-meter road for more than 32 meters. Now there are two special scenarios for public street and means of access. One scenario is, since we are always talking about FSI and all those implications on the basis of a 9-meter wide road, but what if you have a plot which is abutting two 6-meter roads? So in that case, 70-meter height of the building, the Honorable Commissioner may allow if the plot is abutting two 6-meter roads. In case of the second scenario, in case of 33.7, 33.7a, B, 33.10 and 33.10a, if you have a 9-meter road, you can have a building height up to 120 meters, and if it is a 13-meter road, then there shall be no height restriction for these specific DCR regulations. Further, the Municipal Commissioner shall constitute a high-rise committee for buildings having height more than 120 meters, which shall be made up of a retired IAS officer, structural engineer, a soil mechanics faculty, practical registered structural engineer with experience of more than 10 years, and a chief fire officer of MCGM, and any other technical member as honorable.
High-rise is above 120 meters only. Earlier it was 70 meters, which has been now shifted to 120 meters. So if you are proposing building within 120 meters, there is no high-rise committee. Only if the building height rises above 120 meters, then only the proposals will be routed through a high-rise committee.
In case of now the open space has now become the LOS, which is layout open space, in which the criteria are as per the total area of the land of the plot. So from plots of area 1001 to 2000, obviously plots of 1000 or below are not, we do not need to provide an LOS for them. From 1000 to 2500, 15% of the plot area shall be given as layout open space. For area 2501 to 10,000 shall be 20%, above 10,000 shall be 25%. In case of 33.5, 33.7, 8, 15 and 33.20a, you shall be eligible, you shall be liable only to provide 10% of the total plot area as layout open space.
So it was earlier 8%, which has been now increased to 10%.
But further that, in case of redevelopment proposed under 33.5, if the existing open space is more than 10%, then you shall give the existing amount of area as layout open space. Now, so where does all this layout open space go in your plot? So there are two scenarios. One is the 60-40% ratio, wherein 60% of the layout of the plot is, 60% of the RG is on ground and 40% of it is on the podium. In that case, 50% of the 60%, which is 30%. So 30% has to be on virgin Mother Earth, and 30% shall be allowed on the top of basement. The remaining 40% is obviously on the podium. The second scenario now, which is in the DCPR 2034, is 100% RG on the podium. So you shall be allowed to provide entire 100% RG on the podium, required 100% RG on the podium. The only major condition is that there has to be a 1.5 meter unpaved strip for plantation all over your plot on the ground. Now in these layout open space, one thing that has been added is the construction of solid waste management system as per the NBC Code of India in layout open spaces having plot area 2000 square meters and above within 10% of the layout open space area.